Our very own Antonia Kerrigan is covering the event for us, and we can cross to her now. Hello to you, Antonia. Every year, the Paris Farm Fair, a point of pride for farmers, for France, but tensions have been high this year. What are things like where you are?
Well, it's a very strange day here at the Salon of Agriculture here in Paris. As you'll have seen on his arrival, the president was immediately whisked away to a closed-door meeting with representatives of 5 different agricultural unions. Meanwhile, downstairs, members of these unions, farmers themselves, marched through the main hall before it was yet open to the public, booing, whistling, shouting for the resignation of the president. A huge amount of anger, some farmers stroking their cattle's cheeks to keep them calm amid all of the ruckus. So the tension is extremely high. The president did hold this meeting, nevertheless, with agricultural representatives, but downstairs there is CRS, riot police, holding back the crowds, trying to keep them away from the president, prevent them from causing any serious disruption. And these union members themselves downstairs, extremely angry, complaining on social media that they were being herded like cattle, that they were being kept out of the discussion that, of course, is of so much importance of them. There was, of course, supposed to be a debate, which, as you mentioned in your introduction, was cancelled last night. And then last minute, after his closed-door meeting, there was a debate in the end. It's in progress as we speak. The tension lessened just enough for that. But so far, the main hall is still not open to the public. And this is, bearing in mind, this is an event that usually hosts 600,000 visitors per year. So it's really quite embarrassing.
Yeah, Antonia, we've seen some farmer protests take place across Europe, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands, and more. All of this in the run-up to the important European Parliament elections in June. Where do negotiations stand right now between France's government and its protesting farmers?
Well, it's hard to say. There were around about 400 million euros worth of measures put on the table at the very end of January, early February, at which point, on one level, the farmers' movement sort of suspended, pending seeing these measures put in place. But obviously they're back, they're extremely angry once again. We have seen, lots of talk of making food security and food autonomy a real priority in French politics. But of course it's much more symbolic to say that the farmers want to see figures and they want to see how they're going to be helped to get there. One of the things that we're talking about a lot this morning is a new update on the minimum pricing rules for specific agricultural products, which is one of the ways in which farmers feel that they are undercut constantly by having to sell their produce for a loss. So the tone is difficult to judge. Upstairs, Macron is debating currently with the farmers. Although his tone was conciliatory, he seemed extremely angry.
All right, Antonia, thank you very much. Antonia Kerrigan reporting from the Paris Farm Fair. Our story will continue to follow here on France 24.